Let's get started with the human development models. So the first thing we're going to do here is look at the uterus. So here's the uterus right here. And I'm going to show you the parts or the layers of the uterus. So where the probe is, that's showing you the perimetrium here. And then here you have your muscle layer of the smooth muscle layer called your myometrium. And then we have the endometrium right here, which is going to be sloughed off each month here. So right here you can see the implanted blastocyst right here. So here is the implanted blastocyst. So this is showing you implantation of the blastocyst in the endometrium. We can see right here, this is your fallopian tube. So the fallopian tube is this right here. Fallopian tube, or the uterine tube, or the oviduct. So it's going to connect to the uterus. So here you can see the progression of the oocyte that's been ovulated from the tertiary follicle right here. So here is the tertiary follicle that's ruptured. So this is showing you ovulation. So at ovulation, there's going to be increased estrogen levels secreted by the follicle here, the dominant follicle, and that's going to, of course, coincide with the surge in luteinizing hormone. That's going to cause this ovulation of the oocyte. And then we can see right here the fimbriae of the fallopian tube here, or the uterine tube. That's going to, of course, catch this ovulated oocyte. So the fimbriae is going to be moving about the surface of the ovary, and in most cases the ovulated oocyte will go up into the fimbriae region, and then of course we have the neck region here of the fallopian tube, and then we have the ampullary region. So the ampullary region is going to be where you come in contact, the ovulated oocyte comes in contact with the sperm, because the sperm are going to go all the way from the vagina, cervix, and then of course into the uterus, and then of course make their way up either fallopian tube here, and then of course come in contact with the ovulated oocyte. So you can see the progression of the zygote. So whenever the nuclei of the sperm and the oocyte fuse together, they create the zygote, and then you can see the cleavage here, very quick mitotic divisions to form the morula, and then of course the blastocyst. So you can see it here on these models better. So this shows you the nucleus of this oocyte, and of course the sperm here, and then you see the cleavage is going on, the formation of the morula, and then of course the blastocyst, a transverse section of a blastocyst, and of course you can see the trophoblast, or the trophectoderm here, that is going to be secreting the human chorionic gonadotrophin. So this is the trophectoderm here. That's going to be secreting the human chorionic gonadotrophin. The human chorionic gonadotrophin is going to keep this structure right here, which is the corpus luteum. That's not going to degenerate into the corpus albicans, which is right here. So anyway, that's what I want to tell you about that. Over here on this model, you can pretty much see the tertiary follicle here. You see the oocyte that is being released at ovulation. Remember that your luteinizing hormone is surging. That's going to cause these follicular cells here, like you can see your granulosa cells, your thick external and internal, all those are going to form this corpus luteum, which produces the progesterone. And if the trophectoderm of the blastocyst is releasing the human coordinate gonadotrophin, when it implants, as we see here, this corpus luteum here or here is not going to degenerate into this corpus albicans. It's going to remain viable, producing the progesterone, and this will prevent the endometrium from shedding and menstruation from occurring. Okay, so let me show you some things that I might have forgot here. So if you look at all these structures right here, primordial follicles, that's all these right here. These little dots here. That's what A is showing you. B is showing you a secondary follicle right here. Secondary follicle is going to be where the follicular cells become stratified around the oocyte, the developing oocyte. And we can see C, which is showing you ruptured follicle here. That's what's shown right here in this model, ruptured follicle, where the oocyte has been released here. And then these follicular cells here, which includes your granulosa cells and the thick external, internal, and such, forms this corpus luteum here. So we can see that the oocyte makes its way into the fimbriae of the fallopian tube. It goes up, and then of course somewhere along here, the ampular region here, the sperm is going to penetrate, and fertilization will happen, formation of zygote. You have your cleavages, as I've already mentioned before. Then of course, right around day 6 or day 7 or so, after ovulation has occurred, you have the blastocyst implanting in the endometrium. So from there, we can see that you have your development that's going on. So you'll see in the other models that I've showed you the germ layers, your ectoderm, mesoderm, and endoderm. That's going to give rise to the tissues, your 4 tissues that you see in an adult: the epithelial tissue, the connective tissue, the muscle tissue, and nervous tissue. So ectoderm is going to give rise to the skin derivatives, skin, the nervous system. The mesoderm gives rise to the connective tissue like bone and cartilage, as well as skeletal muscle, cardiac muscle, and such. The endoderm gives rise to your endothelial linings, like of your digestive as well as the respiratory tract and such. So right here it just shows you the embryo here. So from week 0 to week 8, that's the embryo stage. That's what's being shown here in 4. Sorry, yeah, that's what's being shown with number 4 here, the embryo. We can see right here with number 5, you can see obvious cephalization. You can obviously see cephalization right here as well, but you can see it more prevalent here with cephalization, the formation of your head, the limb development and such. You can see the progression here. You can see development of your placenta right here. Here's your placenta here. And then of course here we see a full fetus here, anywhere from 30 to 40 weeks here. And you can see that the head is positioned here near the cervix here. You want the head to come out first because it's the largest part of your body. You don't want a breached where the feet and legs come out first, because that could complicate the situation. So right here is the head region right here, and we can see the cervix and the vagina right there, and there's the placenta again. Here's your umbilical cord here, and trying to see if that's it. I think that's pretty much it.